It's that time of year again, my favorite season in Garden Hills. Halloween is huge here. From haunted houses to the famous Rumson-Bolling Loop, it's a night that truly brings the whole neighborhood together. For me, it's all started with one very quiet Halloween. But before we get into that, let me introduce myself. I'm Abbie Shepherd, resident and realtor in Garden Hills, and I've been fortunate enough to live, work, and play in this neighborhood since 2008. And the purpose of this video is to give you the true Garden Hills lifestyle. So whether you're a current resident or moving to the neighborhood, my hope is that you'll find this information helpful and informative. And as always, if you're looking to buy, sell, or get connected in the neighborhood for all things Garden Hills, I'm your realtor, Abbie Shepherd. When Tom and I first moved into Garden Hills as newlyweds, we were so excited to finally be in a kid-friendly neighborhood. We decorated, filled a huge bowl with candy, and waited at the door. And waited, and waited, and not a single trick-or-treater came. I couldn't figure it out until a few years later when I discovered the legendary Rumson-Bolling Loop, where everyone goes to trick-or-treat. 8 years later, we moved right onto the loop, and I made Tom promise we'd be in our new house by Halloween. We barely made it. Painters were still spraying the interior as we sat on the porch handing out candy. That year, I learned 2 lessons. First, it takes about 1,500 pieces of candy to survive the night, and you've got to tell the kids to take only 1 piece. So today, I am so excited. We are actually going to take you around the Halloween street and through our legendary haunted house, so you can see for yourself just what that excitement's all about on our favorite day in Garden Hills. Our team shows up hanging decorations, testing props, all the lights. The install day of takes about 20 manpower hours. So we've done our haunted house 7 years now. It's become a neighborhood tradition. It's chaos, but it can be fun. Every year, over 1,000 kids make their way through this loop. There's chili, hot dogs, Jell-O shots, and full-size candy bars sometimes. It's Garden Hills classic. Halloween in Garden Hills is pure magic. Neighbors, families, and friends all celebrating together. We're grateful for everyone who keeps the tradition alive year after year. Oftentimes, people ask me about our legendary haunted house and how we got started. Well, interesting story. So remember, we moved here in 2016, had our first Halloween. Well, a couple years later, our neighbor across the street, the McCulleys, had teenage boys who decided to do a haunted house in their basement. So they did that the first year, and the line was out the door. It was spectacular. And the next year, we decided that we would do a haunted house to rival theirs. Theirs being a little more through the basement, jump scare for older kids and adults. Ours, a little more toddler style with animatronics throughout the house. And as it grew, we morphed ours into, as my kids grew up, they would come back after trick-or-treating on the loop and jump scare people. And today we have the Easter Bunny with the hatchet, a chainsaw man. It just gets wilder and wilder as my kids grow and the haunted house grows, and we collect things year over year and learn. It just gets better and better. So we're super excited to show you an inside look of today's haunted house. Stay tuned.
Hey y'all, this is Doug with the Shepherd Group. I want to run you through all of the inner workings of how we make this happen every year. The beginning at 9 o'clock this morning, we start setting up, and weeks prior to this, Abbie and the whole family gets the haunted house and completely transforms it into what you see today, the haunted house. So we did a lot of work. We have spider webs covering just about everything. We have bats that fall from the ceiling and fly around. We have spiders everywhere. You also may or may not see a couple hidden surprises.
Every year we do a haunted house, and I like scaring people because it's really fun. And usually I go like trick-or-treating with a partner, and we usually stay here and like scare people. And then in the haunted house, I'm doing like an interview on this thing.
Me too. You could join.
Yeah, you can go on. So we have the piano playing back there because it plays on its own. Then here we have bats flying around.
And we have
It gets better when it gets dark.
There's this hallway where me and Jackie lay, and you have to step over us. And at night, all the grown-ups come and we scare them.
And then they act like they're not scared, but we all know they're scared.
Hi, I'm Sierra. It is my first year working the haunted house with the Shepherd team, and I'm super excited. It's really scary, and we got some fun stuff going on, so come check it out.
Hi, I'm Grace with the Abbie Shepherd team. We are here having Abbie's annual haunted house. This is about my 4th year, I think, doing it, maybe my 5th year. Some new stuff we added this year is we have some little ghosty girls over here. One of our favorites is always this TV guy. And yeah, it's one of our favorite days of the year. We work in the morning and then use the rest of the afternoon and evening to play.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode of Garden Hills Halloween Street. I hope you enjoyed. Of course, if you like this video and you want to learn more about the Garden Hills lifestyle, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll see you next time.